the people that are utilizing this correctly, I think, will just excel immensely in these next couple of years. So to answer your question, I think the value proposition stays the same. It's just kind of a different field that you're playing in, to get to that point.
The sausage is made slightly different in the future, but it's still a sausage.
That's exactly right. Same old sausage.
Are you seeing these firms pop up? Have you seen anything that has popped up recently that looks promising?
In terms of for AI,
like an AI based or AI, let's phrase it this way, an AI native real estate firm.
It's funny you say that, actually. I wish I had the article in front of me. There's one that is looking to, replicate some AI capabilities or real estate capabilities with AI out in Las Vegas. It was about 2.5 months ago. And they are trying to redefine commercial real estate, and they received a severed pig's head in the mail with a note that said, "Don't you dare try changing commercial real estate because, this was built on the backs of, yada, yada, yada." It's just like the old unions, back when the Industrial Revolution came around, right? It's like, it's a classic strong arm of you're not going to change this. So while there aren't specifically, companies right now that I would identify as, promising, there are steps being made, both from the big shops and from small shops. There's a company, called Henry AI. I'll just use them as an example. They make OMs, which are like a big part of our business. It's an offering memorandum. And that's just when we take a property to market, it just gives investors and buyers just an overview of everything about the property. And now that company is specific on that one component of our business. They make those automatically now. And so it's, you could and I think the goal is obviously for shops like CBRE, JLL, ours, the goal is to come together. I guess the goal is to come together and make a lot of those tools in house. But now we're in the space race. We'll see who is the first, who can get to that point of making it make economical sense, while delivering at the level of service that people are comfortable with. So it's so funny because things are moving so fast that there really is no definitive answer.
Yeah, just the uncertainty. It's almost like a suspenseful show, but you're part of the show. You're the lead actor, and then you're also the observer at the same time. It's a bit odd,
Yeah, you're looking around, and you're like, what is going to happen next? I think that's one of the weird parts of becoming an adult during these times is that everyone, kind of reached the conclusion historically, oh, we're just all children that grew up and no one really knows anything. We're all just kind of figuring out as we go along. But even more specifically now, it's like people that have been working in IT for, 20 years, people at other companies, people within the industry that have been working in IT for 20, 30, 40 years, they know almost just as much as the entrepreneurial people we're talking about, like myself, who have been studying this stuff, because it's evolved so fast since the first ChatGPT model came out that the playing field has been leveled. So it's like no one knows what's going on. Anyone that tells you that knows where we're going or what's going on, they are lying to you because we're all in the same boat.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I was talking about it earlier. I went on a run today and talking with some buddies, and it kind of came up in conversation, but I basically referenced, for our generation, this is potentially the thing that you could make it big on, right? We're too young. We're too young for really Bitcoin. Maybe you could throw some money in Bitcoin, if you had some, but you're not a young professional where you've got 20 grand to throw at a problem with Bitcoin, back in high school or something. The housing crash, we're too young for that. And so all these things where you could make a lucrative outcome are these just massive opportunities you were just too young for. But this is the one opportunity currently for the generation that we have where you could really, if you go all in and really study it, add it to your craft, provide value to these large organizations, create an organization, that's where you can really add value to society and also enable yourself to be financially compensated for it.